Good morning, class. Let us all stand for the prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good morning, class. Very good. I am fine and thank you for asking. Now you may take on your seats. Now that you're settled down, let us take your attendance. Okay. No one is absent, so let us give ourselves a round of applause. Now, before we go on to our lesson, let us first review our class rules. What are they? Anybody? Yes, Carlo. Yes, we should raise our hand when we have to ask questions or you want to answer. But first, I want you all to remember to behave and listen while I am discussing the lesson. And if you have concerns or you want to answer, just raise your hand and wait for my acknowledgement before you could answer, or you may be excused in class. Okay? Very good. Now we will have our energizer. Please stand. Okay, I will dance with you. This is Baby Shark. Very good. Our energizer has something to do with our lesson this morning. Our lesson this morning is about water cycle. Why is water important? And what is the relation of the sharks that we had in our energizer? Anybody? Yes, Hannah. Yes. Sharks live in water. What about our relation with sharks and humans? Yes, Rina? Yes, we are dependent on water. In order to live, we need water. Now, our lesson this morning is about understanding the process of water cycle. Now, let us watch this video. Listen and watch carefully, class. Alright, class. That is our lesson this morning all about. The water cycle. Now, here in our chart, please read the meaning of evaporation, Hannah. Yes. As you've seen in the video, the first step in the process, or the first part of the process, is evaporation. Evaporation happens when the sun sips water from the earth's surface. An example for this is like yesterday. We had a huge rain in the morning and the sun comes out in the afternoon. In the morning, in our walkways, it was muddy because of the rain. And in the afternoon, the sun sips the water and our pathways are dry in the afternoon. That is one of the examples of evaporation, when the sun sips water from the earth's surface. Now, let's proceed to the second part of the water cycle, the condensation. Please read the meaning, Carlo. Yes, very good. Condensation is the process of turning the vapor or the gas into liquid. When the vapor reaches the atmosphere, they forms a cloud. When the cloud is lighter, as you have observed, they won't produce a rain because they're not as packed as it is. And when it comes darker, there we could experience rain. Now, let's go to precipitation. When it is raining, it is precipitation. Now, please read the meaning, Chandy. Very good. Precipitation is when water released from the clouds in form of rain, hail, snow, or sleet. Now, that is precipitation. Now, the evaporation, condensation, and precipitation are the primary processes of water cycle. But there are also another processes of water cycle. As we've seen in the video, they presented another two processes, which are the transpiration and the sublimation. Please read the meaning of transpiration, Charlie. Yes, transpiration happens through plants. What is the similarities between the plants and humans? When it's hot, we perspire, human. Now let's proceed to sublimation. Please read the meaning of sublimation. Stephanie. Yes, sublimation is the process of changing from solid to gas or vapor. Does it apply here in our country, Philippines? Have we seen, for example, is a snow. Have we seen snow in the Philippines? No, right? We do not experience snow in our country because we are a tropical country. For what countries mostly it happens? The snow. Yes, Rina. Very good. USA. How about another country? Yes, Japan. Very good, Charlie. It does not happen because we are a hot country. Sublimation only happens in a low temperature places. Alright? Now class, we will have an activity. Group yourselves into 3 because we will have a simulation of the primary process of water cycle. I will be demonstrating the process, and within your group, you can also do the process. Okay? This is our materials. These are our container, lid, ice, and hot water. Now we will put the hot water into our container. Now you will see that when we put the lid over the top with ice, as this simulates the atmosphere, as you can see, the container is clouding. Okay? And water droplets are starting to form in the edges of the container. Okay? Here is it. Now, the clouding starts and the water droplets started to form. Now, it's starting to drip. Okay? Did you have fun with our activity? Did you learn something? Okay, very good. Now, I'm gonna be asking you questions of what you have learned today. Now, how important is the sun in the water cycle? Chandy. Okay. The role of the sun is important because evaporation is powered by the sun. The sun is the one who sips the water from the earth's surface. Now, in the processes or in the primary processes of water cycle, there is the change of the state of matter. So, can you remember way back in your grade 3, the state of matter? Yes, Charlie. These are the solid, liquid, and gas. Now, the process of water cycle involves in the changes of the state of matter. Now, what are the changes in the state of matter that happens in evaporation? Yes, Carlo. Yes, the liquid turns into gas. That is how the change happens. How about in transpiration with plants? Yes, Rina. The liquid also turns into gas or vapor. How about in condensation? The state of matter changes from gas or vapor to liquid. Very good, class. Does anyone have questions or clarifications with our topic discussion? Nothing so far? Okay, very good. Now, let us review our lesson this morning. What is evaporation? Charlie? Yes, evaporation is a process by which liquid turns into gas. Evaporation is also powered by the sun. When the sun sips the liquid from the earth's surface and it rises to the atmosphere. Now, what is condensation? Rina? Yes, condensation is a process by which the gas or vapor from the earth's surface rises in the atmosphere, turns into liquid. They form into a clouds. And the clouds are made up of tiny water droplets. Now, after condensation, what is the next process? Yes, Chandi? Yes, precipitation. Precipitation happens when the clouds, the packed water is dropping. Okay, it releases from the clouds into a water like rain, snow, or hail or sleet. Very good. Another processes in the water cycle are the transpiration and the sublimation. What do you think of these processes happens in the hot countries like the Philippines? Yes, Charlie. The transpiration. Now, what is transpiration? Yes, transpiration happens when the plant loses the water they have through the leaves. The sun sips the water through their leaves. Now, the other process, the sublimation. What is sublimation? Rina? Yes, very good. Sublimation is a process in which solid turns into gas. But when does this happen? Anybody? Yes, when the atmospheric pressure is low. Very good, Chandi. Now, get one whole sheet of paper and we will have our application exercises. Okay? Here we have two exercises. Exercise A is the questions about the processes of water cycle. And in the exercise B are the changes in the state of matter that is involved in the process of water cycle. Okay? I will give you 10 minutes to answer the questions. Alright, your time is up. Let us now check your answers. Please exchange your paper. Number 1 in exercise A. Please read the question. Charlie, what is your answer in number 1? Yes, very good. What do you call the process in which water changes from a liquid to gas? So what is the process? Evaporation. Now let's proceed to number 2. Please read the question. Rina, your answer is condensation. Very good. Again, the process of water turning from gas to liquid is condensation. Number 3. Carlo. What is your answer? Precipitation. Very good. When the water droplets get heavy enough, they fall back down to earth as rain. The process is called precipitation. Okay, number 4. Chandy. Okay, what do you call the process? Very good. Transpiration. The loss of water in a plant in a form of water is called transpiration. Number 5. Hannah. Very good. Sublimation. It is when the atmospheric pressure is too low, the solid turns to gas. It does not change first into liquid. Okay. Now let's proceed to exercise B. What is the change in the state of matter during number 1? Condensation. Yes, Carlo. Gas to liquid. Very good. Number 2, sublimation. Chandy. Yes, solid to gas. How about number 3, evaporation? Yes, Hannah. Liquid to gas. And last, number 4, transpiration. Rina. Liquid to gas. Very good, class. In our exercise A, we have 5 points, and in our exercise B, we have 8 points, a total of 13 points. Now, please add 7 points to everybody for actively participating in our activity earlier. That would be a total of 20 points. Now, who got a perfect 20 score? Please pass your paper. Okay, we have 10 who got perfect. How about 19? 18? Okay. Half of the class got a perfect score, which is, I am very proud of. Now for our assessment, get long size bond paper and we will have a drawing. I want you to draw and label the process of water cycle. Okay, I will give you 20 minutes to finish your drawing with color, and that would be for 50 points. Okay? Alright class, your time is up. Let us check your drawing. Here in our chart is a sample of the process of water cycle. Now, how do we check our drawings? First and foremost is, if you draw a sun, it has 10 points. Why? Because evaporation is powered by the sun. So the sun has equivalent to 10 points. Next is evaporation as the first part of the process of water cycle. Evaporation, if you have this form where you put water and clouds and you label it with evaporation, that is 10 points. Next in the process is condensation, where the vapor turns into liquid and forms a cloud. So when you draw a cloud and with the label condensation, that is another 10 points. Next, when the clouds gets heavier, it will pour rain, and that rain is a process of precipitation. Now, when you draw a rain or a snow or a hail or a sleet and label it precipitation, that is another 10 points. So, the sun is 10, evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. That is all up to 40 points. Now, what makes it 50 points? If you draw a plant, yes, a plant or a tree or a flower. Because here in the Philippines, we are a hot country, a tropical one, we have the process of transpiration. That makes the 50 points. If you do not draw the transpiration, it's okay because you have the primary process of water cycle. But if you draw the transpiration, that is a good observation and the processes of water cycle. Now, who among you here has the same presentation as mine? Raise your hand. Okay, we only have 2. Okay, you got 50 points? Yes, very good. Okay, for those who did not draw the transpiration, I will give you 5 points as a bonus. Okay, so you got 45 points. Okay, now let us record your scores. Alright, I am very happy that the class did a great job in today's lesson. 100% of the class passed our assessment today. Okay, very good. Let us give ourselves a round of applause. That's it for today, class. Please stand for our closing prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Goodbye, class, and be safe in your way home.